It's a big change to a beloved team which recently had a change in ownership.
The Jacksonville Suns became the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp this past fall, and plenty of fans have wondered why. Well, Ken Justice goes one-on-one with the new owner, Ken Babby, to explain this big leap and the big chance he took for his team.
Tonight, we take you behind the scenes to show you how the Jumbo Shrimp came to be. And as you can see here, the sketches, the ideas that evolved into the now famous Jumbo Shrimp look. Well, the owner, Ken Babby, is energetic, he's passionate, he's got the local community in mind for this. Tonight, he's sharing the inside story of a nearly year-long process in taking a risk and changing this brand.
We'll have a new chapter, a new name, a new identity.
That new identity, the Jumbo Shrimp, is a big departure from the Suns, the longtime name of Jacksonville's AA baseball franchise.
This is a tough, gritty, hardworking shrimp, epitomizing the great people here in Northeast Florida.
Surrounded in the team store at the baseball grounds of Jacksonville, Ken Babby greeted a fan.
Baseball is a cornerstone of civilization.
Ooh. My kind of guy.
And then he talked and walked through the new look and the new name and explained where it came from. Babby tells us he wanted a name that embraces the heart of Jacksonville's identity and heritage. He also wanted a name that relates to what minor league baseball has become. Affordable family fun, he says. Working with a creative team from San Diego called Brandios, Babby and his crew looked for the essence of living in Northeast Florida.
They spent a few days here, spending time in the community, attending events, coming to games, talking to fans of the team, really trying to determine what Jacksonville was all about.
Babby says he didn't step on any toes by trying to design the logo himself. These are some of the early sketches and how the brand developed. Red, white, and blue for the military. Seafood and Mayport and the St. Johns River, they also play a huge role in the new identity.
This is an opportunity for minor league baseball in some ways to differentiate itself. We're not trying to be, the NFL team in town or any other professional sports team.
So how does Jumbo Shrimp pass the test? Babby says you'll find the answers in the final 3 logos. The animated shrimp expressing affordable family fun. That tenacious expression and posture on the shrimp, Babby says that shows the determination and resilience of Jacksonville's community. For instance, he says demonstrated by the response to Hurricane Matthew. Jacksonville's name is on the uniforms and represented by the J in the primary shrimp logo. The hometown shown by the state of Florida with the shrimp holding Duval County. The shrimp boil logo represents the melting pot diversity of the community, and then the natural water features appear in the logo and the word marks. Babby says he knew creating a new identity would face some opposition, and he says already he thinks the tide has turned in favor of the quirky new moniker.
Sometimes people believe these rebranding or identity changes are just to sell hats and T-shirts, and we're thrilled to be able to do that. But the reality is the costs that go into creating a brand like this and developing it and then unrolling it and the marketing behind it are greater. But, I've tried as best as I could to put myself out there. If you don't like the name, you can send me an email, ken@jackshrimp.com. We can start a dialogue. Love to invite you down to the game or invite you down to the ballpark and have a conversation with you about why we did it and why we're really excited about the future. And our whole team here is just giddy getting ready for April.
And April's right around the corner, right? Ken Babby telling me that he's heard from some fans already who hated the name at first and then seemed to be coming around. Also said that beyond the team name, he says families will always get into a game at the baseball grounds for $5 a person. He added that the team's invested almost $2 million privately into the facility. So if this story gets you excited about what happens in April, baseball, well, get ready. The minor league baseball season begins next week. April 6th, Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp holding their home opener coming up here on April 12th. So a couple of weeks, just a little less than 2 weeks, and you get to see the Jumbo Shrimp on the home field.
I got to admit, the Jumbo Shrimp has grown on me. Ken, we saw a lot of merchandise in your story. What has been the most popular?
A lot of different options there, so we asked about that. So help me out here. So it's for you.
Nice.
Yeah, show this one off here for us. So red, white, and blue right there. So this logo and this ball cap has made that the most popular seller. And then what Joy's holding, that T-shirt is the most popular because it says shrimp and grit. And got some grit right there. As a matter of fact, the team, by Christmas, I'm told, had already sold merchandise in all 50 states. They told me that they shipped to Australia, to Belgium. We're going in alphabetical order. Canada, England, France, Germany, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands.
Oh, my.
And by the way, if you're interested in either this hat or this shirt, sorry, folks, you don't get to take them home tonight. We're going to give them away tomorrow morning. We're doing that on the morning show at 7:45. These are really hot items, so you definitely want to tune in for that if you're interested.
Nice. Well, did Ken Babby share with you some of the other names they were looking at before they decided on Jumbo Shrimp?
Yeah, so how big of an investigative story is it? No, this seems to be like a secret. I've asked several times about that. I asked Ken Babby, asked his staff, hey, what other kind of names, maybe the creative design team that they talked about working with in San Diego. He said, nope, there were some collective thoughts, some feedback, some tweaks for directions of the names and identities, but I never got what was option B or plan C or anything like that. So here we are. Jumbo Shrimp is it.
Sold.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
it.
you, Ken. Well, right now on newsforjax.com, we have so much there for you, including the GIF showing the transition from the early sketches to the final look at the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. You can also watch the uncut interview with owner Ken Babby. Find out more about all that merchandise available, along with season and ticket information. Just look for this story on the homepage, newsforjax.com.